welcome to my channel. This is Nina from the Forgotten Bookshop Girl, and I'm finally starting on one of my little tutorials or DIYs I've been thinking about sharing with you. And I've been trying to think of ways of how to use up book pages, because you know, if you're a junk journaler and you're using a lot of book covers, you end up with loads of pages from the books, and I don't know about you, but I can't just throw them out. That is just not possible. They're parts of the book and I have to use them in some shape or form. You will have seen the different garlands I've made. There's one, I've got a tutorial on how to make a heart garland. I've been using book pages for various kind of like Christmas projects, all to do with stars, and I've got another tutorial for that somewhere on my channel. I'll try and link all of them in case you're interested, but I'm just always trying to find new ways. So anyway, welcome to my very messy table. I thought rather than tidying my table first and making it look all neat and tidy, I'll just get started, and in that way I might be able to do even film another tutorial at the same time. So anyway, okay, and we just got interrupted by the postman, so I've no idea where I left off, because I had to run to the front door, but it was new printer ink, so that's good. So anyway, yes, book pages. So today, I know they're really simple to make, but I thought I'll just show them to you. I'm sure I'm not the first person doing this, but you know, that doesn't matter. You might not have come across those tutorials, so I thought I'll just do one. So anyway, I've been using book pages to make little shipping labels, and basically I've been gluing one page to another page just to give it some extra strength, and you're using two book pages at the same time, so you know, one label makes you use two book pages, which is really good. So in this case, I've got this book. It's called the Uxbridge English Dictionary, and it's absolutely hilarious. It's really funny, but some pages were already missing, and I just know that I won't be, even though it's funny, I won't be reading it. I was given the book by somebody. I might have found it in a charity shop, it doesn't matter, but I really like some of the images in here, and so I thought that might be quite nice to have a book page or a shipping label, as you can see here, where I've got a book page on the back, and then on the front have part of these images. However, I had to be really careful because some of these well, dictionary definitions are quite rude. I don't have a problem with it. I was just thinking, obviously I would, if I wanted to send them or maybe sell them or include them in my products, I would want to just check, you know, just in case, because I just didn't want to offend anyone. So anyway, so what I've done is just choose any image that I thought I really liked. Oh, this is really difficult if there's one on either side that you really like. So let's just, so I don't have to make any decisions. Yeah, this looks quite good. Okay. There we go. And then I thought I still had some left, because as you can see, I coffee dyed the pages, so I'm not going to do it now. And I haven't got any ready-made coffee dyed pages here. I might have them somewhere because I'm sure I've made more, but I just can't find them. So there, this is how we're going to go with it. And then I've got a page from this book. I'll just take a page out without tearing it. And you know how to glue, right? So I don't have to show you how to glue. So, but anyway, I just glued the coffee dyed page onto the other one, and then oh yes, and I'm just using, what is it? I just use a glue stick for that. I love glue sticks because they just dry really fast and I don't get glue all over the place. Yeah, so that's how I do it. So, and then once they were dry, so let's pretend, you know, we did that one and it's dry. So we've got this one. I've been using a shipping label as a template. And what I really want on one side of the shipping label is obviously the image. So all I did was just kind of line it up in a way where I'm thinking that would look good. And then what you could do, I mean, you could obviously then take a pencil and just go all the way around. Actually, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to show you why in a second. But, oh, hang on, I've got an idea. Because I just was a bit lazy. Oh, the sun's coming out. Let me just adjust the curtains, one sec. There, because my phone will do all sorts of crazy things if it's too bright. Okay, so there you go. So I'm just going to put some paper clips on here. So just to keep it in place, and I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors and just cut along the shipping label, because today I'm too lazy to do any pencil marking and then cutting, and this works really well. So there. So it's really useful if you've got a shipping label just sitting around somewhere. I'm using shipping labels, as you can see. I've been using this for something, so I keep those as templates. I've written on them, or something, you know, something that didn't work out. So because all the nice ones, I tend to use them, but the ones that have writing on them, I can then use as templates. Okay, and there we go. It's already done. Oh, if you haven't got a shipping label, obviously it's just really, you know, it's really easy. Let's just we could turn this into a very into a narrower shipping label. Let's just, okay, do we want it long, or maybe just with the writing? So I could just, because you just need a rectangle, and so you start off with that, and then all a shipping label has in addition is where you just cut those two corners off, and you could just eyeball it if you wanted to. What I might do is just line this up, but all you need to do really is then cut off these little corners, just, like that, and you've got, you know, you've got your shipping label. And actually I might use this as well. I think this one's okay. You have to read through all of this to just see, you know, if that's okay. Okay, so now I've got my shipping label here. I've got one of these fantastic one hole punches. Those work quite well. So now I'm really just trying to kind of eyeball it roughly here to have it in the center and create the hole. I'll just do this one as well. I see it's not quite in the middle, but that's okay. Right there, and that definitely isn't in the middle. And then I've got these little They're hole reinforcement stickers. I always forget what they're called. And because I didn't want them white, I've used some of the Tim Holtz I can't even speak properly, Distress ink, and just coloured them. I should have prepared that, shouldn't I? Hang on, I'll get all the stuff because I need to make a few more anyway, and then I can just show you how I do them. 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. I've also opened the window because it's so hot in here, so you might be able to hear some traffic outside, so I do apologise for that, but it's just so stuffy in here. Okay, right, I need a new one. There we go. And this is Vintage Photo. I think this is my favourite, and actually the only one I've got. And then I should have something underneath, shouldn't I? Yes, let's just grab this, because I don't want my cutting mat to get all inked up. And then I just kind of like go over all of them. And you could really use any colour, really, depending on, you know, what you want your shipping label to look like. If you went for something more colourful, then you might want the little, what are they? Hole reinforcement stickers. There you go. I have to say that all day today now, and then maybe it'll stick in my brain. Done. Okay. So there, and then I just line it up with the hole. Ta-da! And you can see it's not in the middle. It is annoying me a little bit, I have to admit. It is. It is. Sometimes they don't really want to come off. There. So I'll just quickly do this one, because as you can see there's another step to the whole thing. You could just leave it as it is, but inspired by so many fantastic junk journal makers on YouTube, I'm going to get my sewing machine out. I usually don't do a lot of sewing in my journals, because I just don't. But occasionally in this one I just feel it kind of adds a little bit extra to the whole label. Where's the finished one? There. I think it just looks really nice the way it is with the sewing. Do I make sense today? Sorry, again, nothing new. I'm a bit tired. I've just come back from a city trip, which was really nice, and I'll tell you all about it in a different video. But let me just get my sewing machine out, and then I will do the sewing. Okay, I hope this is going to work, because I had to move the camera around, and because otherwise from the top you wouldn't have been able to see anything. So I have to see how this works. So anyway, I usually go for a kind of like a longer stitch, and I'm always using a needle that is just being used for paper and not for fabric. And then I just start in one of the bottom corners, but it's totally up to you what you would want to do. And then get started. Sorry if this is a bit loud, I might try and edit the noise out. So I'm doing, as you can see, I was doing the reverse stitch there. You probably can't see because I've got my hands in the way, and it also looks as if it was a bit bright. Let's see if I can change that slightly. Right, I hope this is better. Maybe it's not. Oh, so my hand is always in the way. Okay, I'll try and do it this way. And then kind of in the corner, I just move it around. Is that too close to the edge? I don't know. Right. Yeah, now neighbours are, I think, putting their bin bags out or something. So you get to hear all my neighbourhood. Yep. Bin. Right. And then in the corner I just quickly go on the reverse stitch. And we're done. All that's left to do is just grab some, I've got some baker's twine here. I really, really like this. I think I got it for a Christmas project or something, but I find it just looks really nice and vintagey. There we go, ta-da, done. Where are the others? We've got this one and this. Oh, how about we just quickly put some twine on this one as well. So, there we go. And as you can see, even this one, even though it doesn't have an image on it, it looks really nice. Oh, I should have done the sewing on this. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that now, quickly. Okay, so just whizzed around this one with a sewing machine. And as I was about to say, see, even if it hasn't got an image on it, I think this looks really nice. And even if it was just kind of 2 book pages from the same book, that looks really, really cool. And I mean, you could even do, oh, what are they called? The, it's not blacked out poetry. You know, the one where you just take a book page or any text you've got, and then you just circle all the words that kind of jump out at you. And you could do something like this with the labels. Like for this, I could do, so for example, I don't know, his nature, fainted again, talk, there's a loss, great trial. I don't know, you know, you could just do that and then just black out kind of like all the other words, and then you could have a little, almost like a little poem label. I quite like the idea. I might do that for the next one. I might play around with this later. But yeah, let's just stick this on there. Really sorry this is such a long video, because obviously this doesn't take that long to make, but I really noticed that my brain is really slow, so bear with me. But this gives you insight into my a day when my brain isn't working properly, which is most days. But there we go. So anyway, I really, really like these. I think I might, oh, this one needs another one. I think I might do a few of them and then maybe have them in sets in my Etsy shop, possibly. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have them in some of my books, in my journals. I think some of these are definitely going to go into the Cold Town Coffee bag journals, because I feel they kind of like work with the whole theme. So I'll definitely do that. So they will go in there. Maybe I'll also do some sets. But anyway, let's just stop here. I really enjoyed this, and I hope I've given you some inspirations on what you could do with the book pages. You know, give it a go. If you've done these before, maybe you've had sort of more ideas of what you could add. Obviously you could add loads of things. You could have done a little paper collage, or you can add washi tape, but I just wanted to keep it really simple for these, because then it doesn't really take long to make some. They would make fantastic can't speak, fantastic labels for presents, and all sorts of ideas. I'm just thinking, so for a present you could have, either you could just write the name on here, or you could just grab, let me think, just a bit of coffee dyed paper and cut it out, and then maybe ink the edges, and then have, you could use alphabet stamps and put the name on there, and that could be your label. Hey, you could start doing your Christmas labels. How about that? Actually, I might do that. Okay, so I'll leave you for now, and I might try to film or start filming the other tutorial I had in mind. It's another one to do with book pages. I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are. I hope it's not too hot for you. I know lots of people really love the heat. I'm one of those strange people who can't stand the heat. So whether you enjoy it or not, have a fantastic day. Keep cool and drink lots of water. See you soon. Bye.